Good day, Grade 2. Welcome to our discussion for Mathematics 2, the money exchange. Money is part of our life. It is important to know the different coins and bills used in our country. And it is important to know the value of each money. So before that, let us know how we can write money. So we can write money like this. So we have here the PHP. We have 356, we have here dot, and we have 25. So PHP means the peso sign, and the 356 means this is the peso value, and this dot or period is the decimal point, and this one after the decimal point is the centavo place. We can read this as PHP 356.25, but that is not the proper way of reading this. We read this as 356 pesos and 25 centavos. We read the number or the peso value first, then we read this as peso, and the dot, we read that as and the 25 as a centavo. So again, we read this as 356 pesos and 25 centavos. So that's how we read it, and that's how we write it. Now that we know how to write and read the money, let's proceed to money exchange. We should know the exact value or amount of different peso bill and coin. So first we have here 2 5 centavos. 2 5 centavos is equal to 10 centavos. And 2 10 centavos and 1 5 centavos is equal to 25 centavos. So now if you have 2 25 centavos, that is equal to 50 centavos. And if you have 3 25 centavos, that is equal to 75 centavos. Again, if you have 2 5 centavos, that is equal to 10 centavos. And if you have 2 10 centavos and 1 5 centavos, that is equal to 25 centavos. And if you have 2 25 centavos, that is equal to 50 centavos. And if you have 3 25 centavos, that is equal to 75 centavos. So that is how the centavo coins exchange. So, or equal to. So let's proceed to 1 peso. If you don't have any 1 peso coin in your wallet and you have a lot of centavo coins or 25 centavo coins, for you to get 1 peso, you need 4 25 centavo coin. Again, 25 centavo coin, 4 25 centavo coin is equal to 1 pesos. Next, we have here 5 pesos. If you don't have 5 peso coin but we have a lot of 1 peso coin, we can also use it to have 5 pesos. We should gather or get 5 peso or 5 1 peso coin to have 5 pesos. Because 5 peso coin is equal to 5 1 peso coin. So next is the 10 pesos. If we need 10 pesos, we can search for 10 peso coins. Of course, just this coin. But if you don't have this coin, we can use other coins. So first, the 1 pesos. For us to create 10 pesos, we need a 10 1 peso coin. So let's try to count. So we have there 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So again, 10 1 peso coins is equal to 10 pesos. Next, you can also use the 5 pesos. So for you to get a 10 pesos, you need 2 5 peso coin. Again, for you to get 10 pesos, you need 2 5 peso coin. Next one. Another one, you can also mix the coins. For example, I have here 5 pesos. For me to get a 10 pesos, I can mix 5 pesos and 1 pesos. So how? So I have here 5 pesos. We have 1 peso, 1 peso, 1 peso, 1 peso, and 1 peso. So we have here 1 5 pesos and 5 1 pesos. So if we combine these, we will get a 10 pesos because 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So next, for 15 pesos. For 15 pesos, we can get a 1 peso. Need to get 15 1 peso coin to have 15 pesos. So I have here 15 peso coin. So that is how many 15 pesos is. So if you don't have a lot of 1 peso and you have 5 pesos, you can also use that. You need 3 5 pesos to have 15 pesos. Again, 3 5 pesos is equal to 15 pesos. Another one, you can also mix the money. Just like this, if you have 1 peso, 1 peso, 1 peso, 1 peso. If you have 10 pesos and 1 5 pesos, that is also equal to 15 pesos. Or if you have 10 pesos and 1 5 pesos, that is also equal to 15 pesos. All you have to do is add the pesos or count the peso. Just like this, we have in 10 and we have here 5. So 10 plus 5 is equal to 15. That's why 10 pesos and 5 pesos is equal to 15 pesos. Another one, if you have 10 pesos and you have a lot of 1 peso, you can also do that. You can have 10 pesos and 5 1 peso. So that is the equivalent of 15 pesos in our money. Next is the 20 pesos. For us to have 20 pesos, we can simply get the 20 peso bill. But if we don't have 20 peso bill, we can use the peso coins. We can start at 1 pesos. For us to have 20 pesos, we need 21 peso coins. Okay, just like this. So that is the 21 peso coin. 21 peso coin is equal to 20 pesos. Or you can also use the 5 pesos. For you to have 20 pesos, you need 4 5 pesos. Again, for you to have 20 pesos, you need 4 5 pesos. Next, if you have 10 pesos, for you to have 20 pesos, you need 2 10 pesos. Or you can also combine the coins. Next, you can also combine the coins. If you have a lot of 1 peso, you can get 10 1 peso coin and a 10 peso coin. That is equal to 20. Or simply a 10 peso coin and 2 5 pesos. That is equal to 20 also. So next is the 30 pesos. So let's talk about 30 pesos. For you to have a 30 pesos, you need to get 31 peso coin. Just like this. Okay. That is the 31 peso coin. Or if you don't have that much 1 peso, you can use the 5 pesos, How many 5 pesos do you need? We need 6 5 pesos to have 30 pesos. Again, we need 6 5 pesos to have 30 pesos. How? You can try to skip count. We have here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So, 6 5 peso coins is equal to 30 pesos. Or, you can also use the 10 pesos. For you to have 30 pesos, you need 3 10 peso coin. How? We can count it by skip counting. We have here 10, 20, and 30. So, 3 10 peso coins is equal to 30 pesos. Next, you can also combine the coins or the bills. So, if we have here 20 pesos and 10 pesos, that is also equal to 30 pesos. Or, you can simply get 20 pesos and 5 pesos. And that is also equals to 30. Okay, now let's proceed to 40 pesos. So, for you to have 40 pesos, you can have, or if you have a lot of 1 pesos, you can get 41 pesos to have 40 pesos, of course. So, we need 41 pesos. Okay. How many 1 peso coins do you need to have 40 pesos? Or simply, if you have 5 pesos, you need 8 5 pesos to have 40 pesos. You can try to count it by skip counting. You have to skip count by 5. So we have here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. So again, 8 5 pesos is equal to 40 pesos. Next one, you can also use the 10 peso coin. If you have a lot of 10 peso coins, you need to get 4 10 pesos because 4 10 peso coins is equal to 40 pesos. How is that? You can skip count too. If we skip count by 10, we have here 10, 20, 30, 40. That's why 4 10 pesos is equal to 40 pesos. Okay, next is the bills. If you have 20 bills, 20 bills, that is equal to 40 pesos also. Okay, next, let's proceed to 50 pesos. For you to have 50 pesos, you can get the 50 peso bills. But if you don't have 50 peso bill and you have a lot of 5 pesos, you can get 10 5 pesos to have 50 peso bill. Again, for you to have the pesos or the amount you have to count the money properly. So here, let's count. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So that's why 10 5 pesos is equal to 50 pesos. So you can also use the 1 peso coin. If you have a lot of 1 peso coin, you need to get 51 peso coin for you to have 50 pesos. Is a 10 pesos. For you to have 50 pesos, you need 5 10 peso coins. How? So let's count. So we have here 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. So that's why 10 5 peso coin is equal to 50 pesos. Next, we have here 5 pesos. You can combine now the coins. So we have here now 6 5 pesos. So how many or how much is 6 5 pesos? We can count. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we have here 30 pesos, but we need a 50 pesos. So how much do we need? So we need 20 pesos. Okay, let's try to count. So we have here 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So that's how we have 50 pesos in the combination of 20 pesos and 5 pesos. You can also use the 10 pesos and 20 pesos. So we need 3 10 pesos and 1 20 bills to have 50 pesos. Next, for 50 pesos, you can also use 2 20 bills and 2 5 pesos. That is also equal to 50. Or simply you can get 2 20 pesos and 1 10 pesos. Okay? So, as you can see, there's a lot of way on how we can get the exact amount. You just need to count the money carefully. So, next is 60 pesos. So, you can use 1 peso coins to have 60 pesos, of course. So, you need 61 peso coins to have 60 pesos. So, if you don't have much 1 peso coins, you can also use the 5 pesos. You need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, you need 12 5 peso coins to have 60 pesos. We can try to count it if this is correct. So, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So, we have 60 pesos. So, again, 12 5 pesos is equal to 60 pesos. Next is the 10 pesos. We need 6 10 pesos to have 60 pesos. We can skip count. So, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. Next one. For 60 pesos, you can simply get 20 pesos. How many 20 pesos? 3 20 pesos. Because 3 20 pesos is equal to 60 pesos. Next, you can combine the money. So, if you have 20 pesos, 2 20 pesos, and 2 10 pesos, that is also equal to 60 pesos. Okay, next. So, if you have 50 pesos and you have 10 pesos, that is equal to 60. Or simply, if you have 20 pesos to 20 pesos and you have 4 5 pesos, that is also equal to 60 pesos. Okay, now let's proceed to 70 pesos. You can use 1 peso coins to have 70 pesos. You just need 70 pieces of 1 peso coin for you to have 70 pesos. So, next, if we have 5 pesos, we need 14 1 peso, 14 5 pesos to have 70 pesos. How? So, we skip count. We skip count by 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. So, 14 5 pesos is equal to 70 pesos. Next, so if you have 10 pesos, you need 7 10 pesos to have 70 pesos. So, let's count 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So, we have there 7 10 pesos. 7 10 pesos is equal to 70 pesos. Next, for 70 pesos, if you have 20 pesos, 3 20 pesos, and 1 10 pesos, that is also equal to 70 pesos. And also if you have 5 or also if you have 50 pesos and 20 pesos, that is also equal to 70 pesos. Or if you have 50 pesos and you don't have 20 pesos, you can replace the 20 pesos by 2 10 pesos. That is also equals to 70. So next, let's proceed to 80. So if you have a lot of 1 pesos, you can count 80 pieces of 1 pesos for you to have the 80 pesos. And if you have a lot of 5 pesos, you can count 16 5 pesos for you to have 80 pesos. Again, so you need 16 5 pesos for you to have 80 pesos. We can skip count by 5 again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. So next, if you have 10 pesos, you need how many 10 pesos to get 80? So let's try to count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So we have there 8 10 peso coins. So it means 8 10 peso coins is equal to 80 pesos. Next, if you have 20 pesos, a lot of 20 peso bill, you can get 4 20 peso bills. That is equal to 80 pesos because 20, 40, 60, 80. So 420 pesos is equal to 80 pesos. Next, you can also get 50 pesos, 20 pesos, and 10 pesos. That is equal to 80. Or you can get 5 pesos and 3 10 pesos. That is also equal to 80. Okay, next, let's proceed to 90 pesos. So if you have a lot of 1 peso coins, you can use it again. You have to count 90 pieces of 1 peso coins for you to have the 90 pesos. So next, if you have 5 pesos, you need 18 5 pesos for you to have 90 pesos. Again, you need 18 5 pesos for you to have 90 pesos. Next is the 10 pesos. You need 9 10 peso coin to have 90 pesos. So we can count it. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. So again, we need 9 10 pesos to have 90 pesos. Okay, next, you can also use the bills. So if you have 4 20 bills and you have 10 pesos, that is also equals to 90. So if you have 50 pesos and 2 20 pesos, that is also equals to 90. And if you don't have 20 pesos and you have 10 pesos, you can also do that because 150 pesos and 120 pesos and 2 10 pesos is equal to 90. So next is the 100 pesos. For you to have 100 pesos and you have a lot of 1 peso coins, you need 100 pieces of 10 pesos to have 100 pesos. Or simply you get 5 pesos, or you can also get 5 pesos. You need 25 peso coins to have 100 pesos. And if you have 10 pesos, you need 10 peso coins to have 100 pesos. Again, if you have a lot of 5 pesos, you need 25 peso coins to have 100 pesos. And if you have 10 pesos, you need 10 peso coins to have 100 pesos. Next is If you have a lot of 20 pesos, you can get 5 20 pesos for you to have 100 pesos. Or if you have a lot of 50 pesos, you can get 250 pesos to have 100 pesos. Or you can mix it by getting 1 5 pesos, 2 20 pesos, and 1 10 pesos. That is also equal to 100. Or simply you get the 100 peso bill. So that is how money exchange. So we need to know the value of the different money in the Philippines so that we know how much are we getting in our money. And that is some of the way how we can get the equal amount of money using the Philippine peso bills and coins. So that is the end of our discussion. I hope you learned something for today. Thank you for watching and listening.